Okay, we have our over and under position, and we're gonna do an ippon seonagi or one arm shoulder throw. Okay, I like to drop for this one to both knees simultaneously. Okay, so there are some steps in here and some dynamic movements that I'll have to explain. So when we're in this position and his butt is back, this is when it works the best, okay? I like to add a half a step to make sure he's square, because right now, his left leg is leading, he has a left under, he's doing the right things. What I like to do is square him up. So by doing that, I half step, and now he's a little more square. Okay, from here, my left side, my underhook side, is gonna come and make a muscle, like Popeye, right there in his armpit, okay? I don't want it to face forward. I don't wanna slip down to his elbow. I wanna be as high as possible. I need to control as much of this arm as possible with both of my arms, okay? So I'm gonna pull that leg, I already did it. I'm gonna punch up to my face, and from here I'm gonna rotate to both knees. I'm not gonna back step then drop. I'm gonna rotate and drop. Clearing my arm. I don't wanna finish here because he could crawl back onto my back pretty easy. So when I finish, I untether right away to this underhook, and I sit back. So I'm right here. I'm gonna pull just a little bit to square him up. I'm gonna punch my face. I'm gonna rotate in, spring, come into this underhook as I sit through and out. So, the steps. So in my solo drills, I practice this, being able to step, rotate, and land at the same time. But instead of landing on my feet, I'm gonna land on my knees. So I'm gonna step, rotate. Okay, from here, especially with no gi, there's a lot of like different outcomes here. You could slip completely and come out the back door and grab his feet, but we're gonna stay pretty basic here with this ippon sail. We're gonna make sure that we're here, we bend and we turn. As we do this, we bring this arm up. Just because if he does turn into us, now we have an underhook, okay, instead of him possibly winning a scramble and taking our back. Okay, so this ippon sail is a good kind of like, I won't call it a gimmick move, but it's a good technique to throw in there when all the basics haven't worked. To kind of like flip the game board over a little bit and try it, go for broke. Pull it, I punch it, I rotate. Rotating into this kind of keizugatami with an underhook. Last time here. So take it slow, land both your knees at the same time when you're learning it, and be able to be springy from there on your knees. I know it's weird, but being able to like, you see I was on both knees for a moment, and then I rotate onto one knee. So there's a good ways to set it up, and we'll go through a little push-pull scenario, because a lot of times this movement, if I drive in, he's naturally going to drive back. Right? So a little kouchi maybe, but mostly just a little, right? So if I'm making him step back with his feet, it's better, right? So it's good to kind of like, aha, nice. That's a perfect reaction. A little push, like every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So here, perfect. That's when I want to enter, right when I feel his energy swing back into me. Here, here. I drive, boom. Perfect. A little slower. Here, here. Rotating into this side control. Give it a try.